So let's go back into our landscape. Then we need to resim a lot of our stuff. But again, that's a good opportunity to sort of show you how you can run a lot of stuff in one go. All right, so let's go into our landscape. Let's rebuild some of our landscape. So let's go. Let's take a look at our circle. Let's hide our other stuff. And again, a lot of stuff that we did is procedural, so it shouldn't really matter. Let's make it 80. So now the remesh, it's going to remesh, and now you can see the edit will mess up a little bit because of course that won't work with our new thing. But so let's maybe undo what we just did. Let's make this 40 again. And let's just do another circle and see if we can sort of match the thing that we did. Circle, remesh. So I'm going to have a bigger circle. And let's just try to match this top that we had here. So let's go back with our, let's go look at our camera. Okay. So it's just because we do want to match that part a little bit because that's what the rigid, where the rigid bodies are. Okay. Apart from that thing, it doesn't really matter what else we do, but so I guess let's just play around with this and just change some other stuff. But yeah, this is, again, this is the beauty of Houdini. You can just, like, it means it's procedural. Like if we start doing this, all of the other stuff that we did will just work. Right, so that looks fine. Let's put it in the mountain. Okay. Maybe I want to pull this up a little bit more. Okay, so now let's save out some stuff. Okay, so let's just have a look at if our shader works properly. That works. That one is going to fracture it, so it takes a little bit of time. Let's just have a look at our exploded view. Okay, that works. Okay, so let's set up a sort of a dependency graph for our simulations. Then we can run everything in one go. So that you know how to do that. Okay, so we have this thing here, which we used for caching, right? Right. So let's do a rob geometry output. Oh, and we do need to save our RBD pieces. Let's just make it Vision 2. Let's press save to disk. Right, so this thing, let's connect. So we're saving out these points. Let's connect a rob geometry output. This is how I generally like to do it, at least. Then copy parameter on the output of your file cache. Base relative references into this one. All right. Let's copy parameter and paste relative references in the render range, like that. Then on our second view here, let's go to out. Let's make a fetch. So fetch can fetch a rob. So I'm going to fetch this rob, and let's call this, I guess, RBD. Also call this RBD here, so we know what we're fetching. So this will just take this into the out network here, and then we can run it later. Or we can click on render here, but we're not going to do that yet. All right, so that should, so if we press render, then our widget will run. Okay, so that's one. Now let's go into our pyro. Oh, we did, yeah, we saved the pyro out here in pyro to flip. So let's make another rob geometry output. Let's connect it over here. Always, like, don't make the mistake of connecting it to your file cache. I've had that before, and then I came back the next day, and of course that's not gonna save out anything because there's no data there. So let's copy parameter and then paste relative references in your ROP. Let's do this with the something like that. Okay, call this out pyro. That. So then we have our flip here. Output. Plug that one in. So let's say, all right, copy parameter, paste relative references. Same on this one, like that. Flip. And we could also put our rebuild in here later. I'm not going to do that yet because, of course, I first want to just check out how my flip looks. And by doing this, then I can now run this whole thing in one go. So then it's going to first run the RBD, then the pyro, then the flip. You can also submit something like this to Deadline, by the way, if you have Deadline installed. If you were to do that, then you could make a Deadline ROP. If you don't know what Deadline is, I have a video on that. If you just check my website, timvanhelsing.com, I'm showing you all, and also on my YouTube, I'm showing how you can configure Deadline. Deadline is free for up to 2 machines. It's a render management software which you can sort of queue things. So that's essentially this video. I'm going into how to configure a new repository and do all that stuff. So anyway, so you can also use that to sim. So you would then plug this in like that, and then you could submit it to Deadline, and then it would also work. Not going to do that for now. I'm going to click the purple button here. So I'm not going to press render yet. By default, this is set to run frame by frame, which of course you don't want to do if you're doing simulations. You might want to do that if you're gonna do like renders. I wanted to set to node by node. And then I'm going to press render. And now, and by the way, I also have some override settings here if you want to do that. But I'm going to press render, and then it's gonna just work its way through these things. So it's gonna first do the RBD, then the pyro, then the flip. So I'm gonna do that, node by node, render. And then we're gonna come back when this is done.